So, I guess I'm talking my birthday, and then I was going to talk about Descendants too. First off, I come home from school. This is on my wall. There's balloons and balloons all over my room. My mom just stacked them up. There's a black heart one too. It's not near me, so I won't. Wait, all over my room. Mom's did it when I was gone. We have what's it called? Toilet paper in the bathroom that says "Happy Birthday 19" or something like that. It's like, so now I'm talking about stuff I got for my birthday. So I got I'm gonna do homework after this, so I kind of got trying to rush through it. First, like, subscribe, turn notifications, cause why not? Yeah, let's talk about. So I got my little brother got me a PlayStation gift card. They actually got so I opens wrapping. There's a piece of paper in there. Look, and it's a very faded thing of this picture of it. Mom says that she has it on her thing. So just tell her whenever I want to use it, and she'll redeem it, and I'll get buy some stuff with it. I don't know. And then my older brother got me a version of Battleship. I guess yeah, it was a very new version. Um, he got me and also PlayStation gift card. Yeah, my sister got me socks, and on the bottom, one well on the left side I'm guessing I don't know. It says, um, if you're reading this on the right side it says, grab me some pizza. She also got me this water bottle. Admit it, life would be boring without me, because it's true. I'm the life of the party as always. And now I'm using this one though, because it's another water. It's like, I don't want to do it. I have water in both, but I was already drinking out of this one. If you think anyone else got anything else. Okay, so then my parents, so I have new shoes. I can show it off, sure. Here, sorry, I'm gonna be getting up a lot. At first, I was gonna open this box, then I was told not to open it. Wait, actually, let me go in order. So one thing I got was a stylus pen, right? Like, I got a stylus pen. That's awesome. I'm actually really stoked about that. I was thinking about it too. That kind of Wonder Woman and stuff, and then they got that for me. So that was really cool. Then I got this boy keyboard for my iPad. Again, that's great for me. Right. 'Cause that's also something I was talking with my mom and stuff. And then I was thinking happy with it, and then boom, she gets that. So, sorry, I'm looking through my stuff. I don't. What did my grandma? She remember my money? Jen also got me my older brother got me Reese's. My grandma taped a bunch of money to a look at that. So that's what my grandma got me. My mom, so in the small, so I gotta open another box before I open the small one. Wait, I forgot. I took my shoes out of the box. Right, those AirPods. Then mom did sponsor. Now you can open it. This is the case for it. Like, Austin sold me. Now. Oh, I did not knock that over. Apologies. Now, let me go grab my shoes. So these are the new shoes I have. They're great. I love them. I used to make fun of white shoes a lot, but now I genuinely just really like white shoes. And this chain I'm wearing was something that we were looking like, oh, whose chain is this? We're trying to figure out for like a month. My sister a month ago bought this for me. Right. It feels really nice too. Just a couple here. Yeah, pretty sure bought it for me. Forgot to give it to me. He's like, oh, here. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll take it as a birthday present. Sweet. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I got, which is, yeah, I think that's everything I got. I had 2 duplicate games from Christmas, so I gave those to Aiden. I had 2 Miles Morales ones. I got 2 on Christmas. Then I got Jedi Fallen Order, which I already have. So I gave them to Aiden. Aiden has Spider-Man, so I'm like, hey, there's a sequel. But yeah. So anyways, Descendants 2. So first let me say It's the question I got for people. What are you most proud of? Look how pretty that is. I think the one from last video was prettier. Actually, that one or the one before that was probably the prettiest ones. The yellow, I don't know. It's not nice, but it's not as nice as the others, I think. Yeah, especially with blue. And what was the other colors with? Yellow? Yeah. Oh, not yellow, green? Yeah. So, Descendants 2, right? That's probably like some people like clicking this for that. So, Descendants 2. I generally really enjoyed Descendants 2. I thought it was fun. I think parts of me, I like Descendants 1 more, but parts I like Descendants 2 more. Right? I loved for Mulan's character, Lonnie. I loved Lonnie. And that was probably the highlight of the entire series. What was Lonnie for Descendants for Lonnie's character was Descendants 2, because she was I like the was it the fencing game, whatever they did, and how she just wins. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. She is Mulan's daughter. That makes so much sense. Then what's his name? Chad. Oh my god, I don't like Chad. So in that movie, I don't like Chad. Sucked. He sucks in all the movies, but he sucked. His long hair I does look better. I like the long hair. Um, I did like some of the mouse stuff where she was like kind of like I don't really feel like I belong here, and I kind of have to lie to be myself, and I really like that. Again, music again is also is phenomenal in this movie, so good. I love I forgot the song's name. What's her name? Ursula's daughter. Oh, the spoilers. I probably mentioned that. I forgot Ursula's daughter's name. Even though I was always thinking of the song "What's My Name," and I'm like, that song was so good. And her voice is so good, and I loved Gil. Gil's the best character. I love. We need to be more like Gil. Gil's so innocent, and I just love him. Harry was really cool too. I liked all the villains. The villains in the movie were great, way better than the first one. But yeah, Harry I liked too, and I loved his voice. I just felt very much like he was Captain Hook's son. And again, the song, crap, I don't remember what it was, but it was the song whenever like they're on the pirates are on the pirate ship, and then they're singing, and then it's Mountains and her friends, and they're singing back, kind of deciding if the pens would be like for the fairy godmother's wand for him. There's that or the fake one or whatever. But yeah, that song was probably the I want to say the best in the movie. And that was probably my favorite. So I really like that. Um, yeah. And I like just Maleficent being a lizard the whole movie. And the talking dog was okay. It was funny though. But special effects obviously is not to be the best. But it's probably better than the first one. But I can't remember. Was there sparkling effects in that movie? I don't remember. There probably was. It's Disney Channel. This probably was a sparkling effect. I know that for sure there was the what's it called? The smoke effect. Because I remember Maleficent turning into Dragon Bother was awesome and I loved it. And I loved the when what's Ursula's daughter's name in Descendants 2?
I found this on the web.
Why is it not telling me? Why does it say Arsenal? Ursula's daughter's name in Descendants 2.
Here's what I found from WaltDisneyCompany.com, China, and
Uma. So Uma, I didn't like her as much as Harry and Gil because Gil's the best character really. No, of the main characters, I still think I don't know, I like all the main characters still as normal. Ben is just not my favorite one. I still like Ben though. I keep being like, every time I watch the movies, I'm like, Ben's gonna die. Because every character named Ben in anything gets killed off. Like, spoilers, I guess, for Star Wars and Spider Man, but if you haven't seen episode 4 of Star Wars, I'm sorry, Ben Kenobi gets murdered in cold blood. Not really in cold blood, but there is no blood. But yeah. Then Ben Parker, Spider Man. That one I emotional time. No, but obviously those two are the first ones I think of. And Walking Dead, spoilers for that. There's a character named Ben. He gets killed in one of the seasons, and that was really sad too. I really liked the character. Every character in Ben 2 is usually like a character that you're like, ah. Like when he dies, you can feel they usually do pretty good because it's Ben, best name ever. It's really good. Yeah. Anyways, I so yeah, um, that was really cool. Yeah. So I like the again when they did the monster. You can tell they had definitely had a higher budget because they did more magical things. They did the sparkling effect. Right. I was trying to think because I remember when she swelled the motorcycle to was it motorcycle or the moped or whatever to bounce in the water. That they did have the sparkling effect. And I just remember that. Then obviously, so the best effect was from the last movie was the dragon, which I think this movie was still the dragon because again, it was very Disney and I loved it so much. Second was Uma, like the tentacles, and like the 2 seconds we saw Ursula. Oh, and then what's the name? Dizzy? Was her name Dizzy? Because she's Juela's daughter. Daughter. Or not daughter. Was it Juella? Whose daughter was she? She was one of the. Which one of the steps? I think she was one of the stepsisters' daughters. Yeah. So I forgot their names. But yeah, so Dizzy, I feel so bad for Dizzy. Also, Dizzy has such an abusive family. Oh my god. So I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what? The stepsisters, the stepmother and stepsisters should not belong here. They're not okay. Granted, I guess if it's just because compared to everybody else there, they're like nice. Well, not nice, but they're good. They're definitely not nice. They're probably one of the rudest ones there, to be honest. Granted, obviously, like Ursula belongs there, right? Maleficent belongs there. Evil Queen belongs there. Cruella belongs there because she's animal cruelty, serious thing. She had a form black market. Let me say, what's the name? Jafar definitely belongs there, right? 100%. Jafar belongs there. Um, yeah. So obviously Ursula belongs there. Captain Hook makes sense. He belongs there. Gaston, I guess Gaston does belong there. He's kind of like a murderer to an extent. I mean, this is a movie where Bambi pretty much should exist. So yeah. Also, I haven't seen Bambi. Bambi, is that bad? Just I should point that out there. I just know there's a theory that Gaston kills Bambi's mom. Yeah, mom, because I think that's who dies. Yeah, I just know these things. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Granted, I guess if it's all the criminals, I don't. I think I'm guessing it's every criminal, like in the land there. So it makes sense. Sorry, just people out there. But yeah, if it's every criminal in the land, that makes sense because they are in a very abusive family. That's obviously well not okay. But if it's just like the worst of the worst, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like actually just personality wise, they have the worst person. Like that family is so demented and terrible in personality. Oh my god, so I feel really bad for Dizzy. Uh, and I loved her and I haven't seen. It's been a bit since it's making this. I should make this way too late. It's like almost 2 months now. Evie. So her and Evie is like, I like the kind of moment they had together. They also like Mal and Evie's moment together. Yeah, and again, Jay being the absolute Chad. No, he's not Chad. Sorry, Jay being the absolute brute. I'll use that word instead because Chad ruined the word Chad for me. He's not a Chad. So Jay being the absolute brute that he is. Um, I mean, like, I love it. I love Jay in that movie too. I actually in all the movies 'cause I love his actor, and then obviously I love Carlos. Carlos is still probably my again. I liked Carlos's like his hair in this movie was better. I feel like I liked his like style more. I don't know what about it, but I think it was his hair mainly that I just like liked it more than the first one. Yeah. Um, I like Miles' outfit too a lot in this one, and Evie. Same. Actually, I like Punch Everyone's outfit more in this one. Yeah. That was cool. I remember the only thing part I didn't really like design wise, was whenever Mal did have her blonde hair. I'm like, I just don't like her blonde hair. He just does not fit her. Like I liked when she had that dyed hair. That was beautiful. Again, you have the glowing green eye effect, which I like kind of symbolism of that being just like a dark magic, because that makes sense. You know, because that makes sense. That's what it is. And yeah. Except the only thing is in the first one, she kind of used it more for good. But she was probably still kind of darker. I don't know. She was still technically a villain, even though she wasn't. She was better, but I don't know. But in this one, I felt it was much like that's just symbolism of a power, of a dark power. Because Mephisto's powers is just evil. That's literally her definition of her power. I'm starting to just ramble on. I'm sorry. I'm really tired. um, yeah. I keep getting texts in this group chat. Oh my god. I'm trying to think. Anything else happened in the movie? Oh yeah. First off, that glass thing for Mao was beautiful. And I think also it was like her eyes, like when it's person turns dragon, it's more of just like accepting who you are, right? That's kind of the point of the movie. It's just accepting who you are, right? And the fact that just because you have this bad background, it's not really like that doesn't define you. That's why I take the point of the movie, and I love it. I don't know if that's what they're intending or if that's just how I took it. That's how I took it, and yeah, either way, I loved it a lot actually. Yeah. Um, I think when I was watching that is when I found out that Carlos passed away when they were before they released the third one. I think again, there's a few before I was gonna go into the third one. There's some spoilers I had, but yeah, I'll talk about that next time I make talk about when I talk about Descendants. Yeah, but no, again, music was phenomenal. Favorite song in the movie was definitely. Wait, actually, I'm trying to think about it now. Yeah, the ship song. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, and that pirate fight scene. Forgot whenever it started, there was that one pirate lady running away with the their stuff. That was so funny. I like when okay, actually, I did like how first. I don't know why Harry was just holding this hook, but I think it's just kind of like he's trying to be more like his father and stuff. Maybe that's why. I don't know, but pretend to be like his father, so he's doing that to kind of like, okay, I'm my father. I'm my father. That thing. Again, I feel like all the villains make sense with their personalities. Uma makes sense when she's just so rageful and vengeful and stuff. Because well, her mother was literally her mother is terrible person. Um, Harry, I think makes sense why he's like. I feel like a lot of his traits, he could play literally a young Captain Hook, and I wouldn't buy it. And I know that it was his real accent too. And I'm just like, ah. And his eyes, he has really nice eyes. Not that I'm looking at his eyes, of course. But yeah, and Gil, it was jacked. That makes sense. I remember going into it. I didn't put together because I know pretty much almost every single kid except Jane, like the first letter of the name has to do with their parents, like name or the character name or whatever. But again, Chad with charming, it goes on that. Um, yeah, Maleficent. That's not how you say the name, but that's how it's spelled. Jay, Jafar, Evie, Evil Queen. So I didn't put together that Uma. Harry was very obviously Captain Hook's kid. He was walking holding a hook with pirate gear, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna assume he's Captain Hook's kid. Like, he could look like it, right? And then Gil, I didn't put together again. They're all wearing pirate stuff, so of course I didn't put together. I'm like, oh, they're probably pirate characters. The new one was like, what was it? Sorry, somehow Gil. So whenever Uma was like, son of Hook, son of Gaston, me, daughter of Ursula. I'm like, they just did this to the fans of who their parents are. Ursula, so Uma makes sense, right? It makes sense why she's a bossy again, like I said before. Harry, how he's so like, I don't know why. It's just his demeanor, like just the way he acts, felt like it. And Gil, him being just an idiot, makes sense because Gaston is stupid. But he was so different than Gaston, but I'm kind of like, I like it. You know, I don't know if other people do, I don't know. But I loved it and stuff. Yeah, I think that's pretty much that. Um, yeah, I mentioned Dizzy and how I love her character and stuff, and that she's the exact opposite of all of her family. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't get that sweet, innocent child out of there sooner. She deserves to be home. Oh my god. I haven't Cinderella. Okay, so I kind of that's I think that's pretty much yeah, good for the movie. And I love the little monster fight they had. It was funny. I don't know why Ben jumped in the water to stop them. I feel like he could have stopped them when he was standing. But I guess jumping in the water probably was like, hey, I'm in front of you guys. Can't attack that hurt me. Sorry. Which would I guess that would make sense, right? You knew Mao wouldn't be able to attack him. I mean, probably could, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. Um. So now I got some drama. So I heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that they probably will be, like, Disney's probably gonna cancel the Snow White live action movie, so it won't come out. Because I mean I know some other things. The actress said that she pretty much doesn't like Snow White, her character, the point of the character, and she hates it. But then the hire, there's so much controversy behind it. They're like, yeah, we should just cancel it. That's what I'm hearing. And obviously, I've heard a lot of things she said about her and stuff, and how Snow White shouldn't be someone like. And I think there's also controversy with, which I don't really care for. But I was talking to my little brother, and he's like, yeah, but they've been changing genders. Anyways, I'm like, true, they have. So I don't really care. Not genders, their ethnicities. I don't know how I got that confused. But how she's the reason why she's Snow White, I guess, is because her skin is as white as snow, which is a controversial thing. Which I guess that's definitely not big affecting the plot, but I think it's bigger whenever the actress you have for her just doesn't like the character, and it just kept saying like, when she hates the story of Cinderella, and not Cinderella, Snow White. How she feels Snow White should be. I don't know. I forgot. I can't think of it, and I can't think of how she worded it. But yeah, it's, it's like slandering her own movie. It's talking crap about it. Like it's just so good. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if they cancel it, that sucks. So it does. I mean, even without that controversy, I still would have wanted to watch and see what they would have done, and maybe it would have been still been good. But you know, if an actress doesn't or actor doesn't enjoy their part, it's noticeable. Like even if they don't think it's noticeable, it's noticeable. You can tell. If someone's having fun with the part, it makes it so much more entertaining. Again, like I said, my last Descendants video, Maleficent, the actress, she was just having fun with this role, and you could tell. Right? I feel like all the parents probably were. Yeah. But Maleficent, you can just tell. And it felt different. Like if she didn't really care for it, it would make a big difference. And since she cared, she was just having so much fun with it. Like yeah, you made it really enjoyable watching her perform. Right? Yeah. Again, what's the name? I'm trying to think. Audrey. She was not in the movie. I'm just saying. I wasn't complaining. I was like, Audrey wasn't in that entire movie. Oh, I also remember Pinky. Audrey wasn't in that entire movie. Like I don't. Huh. You know what? I'm okay with this. Chad was. That sucks. Chad had some funny moments though with the 3D printing. I didn't think about that they were gonna be in the back because they're like, "How'd you get a key to our apartment?" He's like, "Oh, not apartment, a room." Like, oh, I 3D printed a key last time I was in here. So I'm like, did he pick the lock the time before that? Like, I don't. I wonder if he would sometimes come in and pick the lock and stuff, and he's like, I should 3D print a key. So he did that. Smart, honestly, smartest thing he's ever done was that. That was really smart of him. Yeah, they also might have left the window open maybe at some point, and he could have done that. But yeah, he, I guess, yeah. Good. Is that? I didn't think they'd bring it back, and then like we should 3D print one and give it to her. I'm like, that's genius. Oh my god. Which also, I think my one issue is so that again, any issues in the movie I can reason, right? So I guess I guess it was a bit of like good magic would work there. I guess let's say, but the moped thing, why didn't they use that to get off the aisle again? Because like they used it to get on, and or maybe that wasn't really good magic. She kind of used her darker magic to do it. How would it get there then? Because it would pass the border. But then like, well, I guess maybe it might have just like literally launched her off. Like it would just stop. It might just bounce a bit because it's still moving that quick. So yeah. So again, that wouldn't be that much farther too from where the portal was in the water. Probably to land. Probably because probably land like low to the ground. I don't know how her spell will cook though. That makes no sense. How like I don't know. I well maybe whenever the portal opened, she could have could have snuck out at that point in Spud Ben. That's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, I have no idea. Yeah. um. Yeah. I again have no idea. So I guess also Maleficent would be more powerful than Ursula, which I guess makes sense. Because also come Maleficent's the most powerful character there. But I'm like, is she? Because there's some really powerful Disney villain. Jafar should be more powerful as a genie, but I guess he doesn't like have. They must have gotten rid of those powers somehow. I also really want to see. I want to see Aladdin in one of these movies because that's Jafar. Like I'm just saying. And I think Gil and Ben they missed on some opportunity. Because Gaston's kid and the Beast kid, like they could have done something with that. Like I wish they did. Cause I would have really liked to see what they would have done with that. Gil, but with the person that they did give Gil, it makes sense that he wouldn't care. But I feel like Ben should. No, Ben actually, I guess makes sense wouldn't. It makes sense why they wouldn't care. But I wish they made it. Or I don't know. They could have done something, right? Um, yeah, I just really wish they did. That would have been really great. I think that's it then. Cause I think Gil made a comment towards Ben. It's like oh, I was like didn't like oh my dad know your dad. I forgot what he said, but he made a comment. And then I'm like, yeah, actually yes. Why aren't they upset towards each other? That's not exactly what I said, but you get the point. And so yeah, there was obviously some issues, but there's issues with every movie, right? And obviously a lot of them I can reason out, which I always tried doing. But if I can't think of a reason, yeah, and sometimes someone gives me a reason, I'm like, ah. But sometimes someone can give me a reason I actually like understand and that makes sense to me. Then I'm like, okay, okay, okay. That's the magic one. It took me a long time to kind of like figure out why that would make sense, how that would make sense. Now, certain magic, I think I'm guessing things spelled by the wand, right? I'm guessing that would work because the button to open up the gate and stuff just works no matter what. So, yeah. I'm guessing that yeah. So, anyways, costumes by the way were so good. Holy crap! Uma's, Harry's, and Gil's costumes were so good. Like I'm in love with those costumes. Also, again, I think also the thing that proved my point with Gary, not Gary, crap, Gary, Harry. Sorry, confused Gil and Harry. I guess I had made him have a kid. But Harry, I love the obsession with his hook. Because again, it was my theory of him being like, he wants to live up to his father. That makes sense because he wants the hook so he can symbolize, hey, I'm my father's kid. So that's what I want. So, and I also want to see Peter Pan in this movie. Peter Pan shouldn't have any kids unless they're doing Hook style. But Peter Pan, like, I wouldn't say Peter Pan hates Captain Hook, but Hook hates Peter Pan. So that would have been great. Or, but also you can argue like, hey, Peter Pan is probably just on Neverland if he's still a kid. That's why he's not in this movie. Because Peter Pan should be extremely powerful. Well, I wouldn't say powerful. I would say depending on the version, you know. But Peter Pan's not really powerful. He can like fly, right? He has his shadow. But yeah, there's and it might be harder to make someone like a person fly than it is to make a dragon. Actually, no. Wait, bringing people fly is so much easier. You have someone on wires. That's what they did in Hook. It was in the 90s. Why didn't have to Peter Pan in these movies? I love Peter Pan. No, I wish Peter Pan wasn't, or you know, just in general, it'd been cool. I don't know if I would have had it. So if Peter Pan was a kid, or if he had a kid, like he grew up, had to grow up, and then have a kid to take on his spot. I mean, I would have been okay with either way. But yeah, again, Aladdin not in the movie sucks. Mulan mentioning the war. I want to know the war, this version of the war, because that's when it was China. China shouldn't exist. The kingdoms, right? Medieval times. That yes, it was medieval-ish, but it was China. So did they have a kingdom that's just China? It's called China? Because yeah, one of the best lines of the movie was, "If my mom thought that way, we would have lost the war." Which yeah, because Chad was like, oh, that sucks, sexism, you know, Chad. You're trying to stick by the rules, but I mean, Jay didn't have to think too hard about it. Be like, well, it says 8 men, right? You know, got 8 men, and then captain. The captain can be any gender she want, like they want. So doesn't specify the captain's gender. Lonnie, you're up. You know. Oh, what's his name? I didn't talk about him. What's the dwarf kid? Forgot his name. I didn't like him with long hair. Did he have long hair? No, I'm crazy. Wait. No, I'm getting that confused. Wait. He had short hair, right? I'm thinking of Chad. God, Chad's in my head. No. He had short hair and glasses. Yeah. Him and Evie, I actually thought they were pretty good together. I like them. Um, yeah, I think they're one of my more favorite couples. Probably. The I don't know. Yeah, I think they're one of my favorite couples. Oh, Carlos asking. Wait, did Carlos ask? Wait, was Carlos ask Jane out on this movie, or was it the first one? When he asked Jane out, I want to say it was this one, right? Was it this one? Um, I like that actually though. I did like it a lot because I like how he was trying to do it, and then it was pretty funny when he was trying to ask her out, and then she kept just not being so oblivious because no one's probably has ever done that before to her. So she kept like it's like, well, yeah, we're all going together. It was so funny. And you finally got out. I'm like the main guy of the friend zone. Oh, good job. I'm so proud of him, Sam. But no, I love that. Um, again, the dance moves in this movie were insane. And whenever they were going to dance on the wet boat, all of a sudden their dresses and stuff were shorter. That's weird. Just saying. I didn't. I liked some of like Miles' final dress. I kind of like some of it, but I don't know. I don't. I think I liked her normal outfit better when she turned back and somehow her clothes changed. I don't know, magic, I guess, right? I like that outfit more. It felt more her. Because the blue and white one is very much Evie. Not white, yellow. So whenever she's in the outfit after that, I felt more her. And I liked it. even though I didn't understand how it changed, but I guess my answer could just be magic and just move on. It's magic I don't understand. That's just it. It's right. That's just a boom, go to, then you're good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video because this is a lot longer than I wanted it to be, because I kept rambling on. So yeah, talk about everything. Again, also Final Dance Mountain number was amazing. It's always like it's a really fun movie. I do think overall I liked it more than the first one. So yeah. Okay, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. I rarely post, so to make sure the notifications are on, because like you want to watch my videos, of course, because like you just want to, you know. Yeah. I hope you guys like my happy birthday sign. So enjoy. It might be here next time. Might no. Who knows? Um. Here, take this.